Okay guys, so here's my Tuff Country traction bars installed. This went pretty easy. You just undo your leaf spring shackles here, your U-bolts, and you add this plate. It sits right on top. I went ahead and kept the factory retainer here. It centers on that bolt that goes through all the leaves. I did that just because I like these indentations. You don't have to run that. So anyways, this here, some urethane bushings. I went ahead and lubricated those. You can change positions if you notice maybe you installed it wrong. This will help you get a different type of travel or a different pivot of the leaf springs as you go through a suspension cycle. And then it just bolts up there. It's got a washer, a bushing on each side of that metal. We'll go up to there now. So there's that. And then you can adjust preload with both sides of that, and you want to get that tight. Instructions weren't totally clear on where to put a hole. You have to drill it yourself. What I did was installed that piece down there and then measured the distance with the suspension cycling. So jacking that up and down and seeing how much distance change there was from A to B there. And that's why I picked the place I did on both sides. So again, this was installed to help with axle wrap. Most of you know what that is. Heavier duty trucks tend to not have as much axle wrap, or lower horsepower engines. That's when these springs, because of the leverage of where the axle is set, it can twist the spring to and fro. And the reason I don't like it so much is for that pinion angle. I don't want too much stress on that. So there's many traction bars on the market. The ones you probably see the most are the ones that bolt somewhere under the cab here, the lower point of the frame, and they go to the bottom of the axle. And those work really well because it doesn't let the wheel go backwards at all when it torques. So the wheels are going to pull forward, vehicle squats, and then that keeps that right where it needs to be, so you get real instantaneous response. My fear with those is as a leaf spring cycles, it's bolted here somewhere in the frame, and the leaf springs have an arch, and as they go up and down, the leaves flatten out. So it actually goes to the rear of the vehicle with the shackle in the back. I'm sure they're engineered correctly. I just wanted to try a simpler design first. But if that rod there inhibits it from going back, that means it has to go up, which it probably does, but does it swing on the same radius as the leaf spring wants to do? So it would probably work, but if it was in a pinch, it would probably make the wheel rotate just a little bit forward, pushing the pinion angle down just slightly. Not a bad thing, tons better than factory if you have high horsepower. But I went with this simpler design right here where it just rotates on the same pivot. Just trying these out. There's many designs. There's slapper bars, there's Caltrex, and everybody who does aftermarket off-road stuff has their own design. So yeah, these are called Tuff Country. They seem to be okay so far. They're not the strongest out there. If you have 2,000 pounds of torque, you might want those long rod style, but for me it works out. So hope this helps you guys, and I've got a video I'm going to put of the before and after of that pinion angle, so check. I picked those Tuff Country traction bars to help eliminate some future maintenance issues without altering the ride quality. So I hope that this video has helped you guys. I'll try to leave a link in the description below to source those if you guys want to pick up a pair for your truck. I recommend it so far. It's been a pretty good investment. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this and look forward to other future content from us. So stay tuned.